Hello everyone, Retro back with another episode of My Take on Things. In this episode, we'll be doing my take on Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.2. And if you do like, please leave one and subscribe. And if you want to leave your comments about the movie down below, go ahead. Love to talk to you about them on if you did or didn't like the movie. Tell me what you did like if you did. Tell me if you didn't. But with all that said, let's get into the review. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is loaded with a ton of stuff that you loved about the original. Laughing Drax, dancing baby Groot, and etc. But there's a whole new plot to unfold here in this second movie. And to start out, we get Ego, Kurt Russell's character, tracking down Peter and his crew, telling them that he is overjoyed to have finally found them and his son, Peter Quill. Peter is initially skeptical about Ego's intention, but at Gamora urging, he agrees to go to Ego's home planet. Peter, Gamora, and Drax go off with Ego and his alien associate Mantis. Really enjoyed Mantis's introduction in this movie, by the way. Just wanted to note. And land on the most beautiful, lush planet you've ever seen. Turns out that Ego isn't a person at all. He's a planet. He has the power to create anything and whatever he wants. He desires to appear in whatever form he dreams of. He explains to Peter then he's been searching everywhere and anywhere for him ever since he's heard that he was out here. But something doesn't add up. Ego can't give a straight answer about why he never returned to Earth to visit Peter's mom finally. And yeah, that got left hanging after that. Meanwhile, Rocket and Baby Groot are captured by Yondu's group, and Yondu has been commissioned by an alien race, the Golden People as I like to call them, to take out Peter and his pals. But then Yondu refuses to hurt Peter. His crew turns on him and they imprison Yondu, Rocket, and Baby Groot aboard their ship. Anarchy reigns until Kraglin double crosses Taserface. I love that moment where Rocket made fun of Taserface, like, "Oh man, yeah, man, you could think of anything better. Was your second choice scrotum head?" I love that part. And the other part's like, "Man, I'm sorry, but I just keep imagining you, waking up in the mirror and just staring at yourself, like, you know what'd be a great name? Taserface." And then every one of his crew members started to laugh. Really good. Just really good. Love these people. And the Guardians. But Taserface and the good guys are able to destroy Yondu's old crew and depart from the fiery spacecraft in a smaller ship. Back on Ego's planet, the real story is slowly being revealed to Star-Lord, Gamora, and Drax. Ego doesn't just want to be a father to Peter, he wants to use Peter's inherited powers to help him take over the universe. Ego has been slowly attempting to conquer millions of planets and the entire universe by burying tiny versions of himself into the ground on each planet. And that's where you'll see where the introduction of the movie comes into play, where they go back to 1980, I believe, and they see Peter's dad and Peter's mom showing off the plant of eternity. I'm gonna call it that. But yeah, but he wants to use Peter's inherited powers to help him take over the universe. Ego has been slowly attempting to conquer millions of planets by burying tiny versions of himself into the ground on each planet. I already said that, just want to go over it again. Once he gets enough energy, which he can only do with an air, He can fuel plants to grow and rapidly turn each planet into his own ecosystem. So each ecosystem will look exactly the same or however he wants it to. Uh, so he can take over the galaxy. But because he is the planet, he will technically be everywhere. So, does that make sense? It's confusing. I know. Then the worst part is that Peter isn't Ego's only son. Not by a long shot. Gamora and Nebula discover an entire cave full of dead bones and just everybody, which were his former children from each person he's taken over and all the power he took from him. And yeah, that was pretty dark in my sense for a PG-13 movie. Pretty dark, but yeah. But the bones of Ego's slain children, he's impregnated species all over the universe, and he had been employing Yondu to collect his kids and bring them back to his planet in hopes that they'll have inherited his power. They have all failed. So he just murdered them and kept looking. He could have just kept them and sent them back out. Don't know why he didn't, but whatever. He stopped working for him and raised Peter as his own. Poor Peter had finally allowed himself to feel happy about his biological planet of a father, and Ego's just one big fraud. Baby Groot, Rocket, and Yondu find Peter and his crew in the nick of time, and they're able to save the day. Some mild interference from the secondary villains, but Peter destroys Ego, Yondu dies, saving Peter, and he gets the Ravager funeral. Ravager funeral from his old funeral from his old ravaging crew. They sent out fireworks, and it's really emotional. Made me tear up. And I mean, damn, Marvel making me tear up. First part of the year with Logan, now this with Guardians. Just man, and in the end, everybody that has had a problem with him, whether it be his old uh, running buddy in Stallone or whatever, they all respect him now, and he's desired. In the end, Peter loses two fathers. Are you crying yet? That's the meat of it. Unless, of course, you want to know about the 5 end credits scene. Which I do. So, let's go and... Okay, so now we're gonna be getting into the 5 post-credit scene. Don't know if I announced this at the beginning, but it is a spoiler-filled review. If you made it this far without figuring that out, I'll be sure to let you know next time. Sorry. But the first post-credit scene was Kraglin practicing with Yondu's arrow. He's just practicing in the hall, and he sends it to Drax getting stuck in his nipple, I believe. I don't know. But, yeah. So, that's the first post-credit scene. Nothing big. Then, 2, Stacker reunites his own Guardians of the Galaxy. So, second credit scene is a Marvel deep cut. Stacker Ogard tells his fellow Ravagers that Yondu's death taught him life is too short to hold on to grudges and baggage, and that they should put differences aside and reunite for old time's sake. The set of Ravagers he's talking to only makes sense if you're familiar with the 1975 Guardians of the Galaxy team, which I am not. I'm a fan, but not that big of a fan. Can't even find comic books nowadays. But, yeah, that's cool, throwback. But I'll still go through it. So, the 1975 roster, or who are important characters to the Guardians universe, had giant size. Wait, hold on. Does it go through? No, it doesn't. Well, don't get to know him. But yeah, so just throwback to 1975 for like people who were big fans back then. Then 3 Marvel hints that Adam the Warlock will make an appearance in either Avengers 3 or Guardians 3. Who knows? But I know nothing about Adam, by the way. I'm going to do a lot of research on him before I go and see that movie or those movies. But yeah. Now, people don't get mad at me. I was born in 1997 and, didn't latch on to this Marvel thing until, I was introduced to it, which was like, I don't know, when I was like 7 or something. But just calm down. But, yeah. But, yeah. So we just get a hint at Adam the Warlock being introduced in later movies. Then the 4th scene was Groot will probably be a teenager the next time we see him. Can't wait to see him act as like that. And I love the post-credit scene where like Peter comes in. It's like, hey, I'm sick of all these vines and sick of you just sitting on your ass and playing video games all day. Just a representation of today's generation and how their parents react towards them. Just loved it all. And then just Groot like, I am Groot. I am Groot. It's just so funny. And then the 5th and final one, post-credit scene, might explain all of Stan Lee's cameos. And he was on the planet. I don't know where he was, but he was talking to like these 3 tall guys. Like, wait, man, I got some great stories. Hey, who's gonna give me a lift to my place or whatever? Just really, really funny, Stan Lee cameo, man. The world will not be the same the day he dies. Maybe he can get a hit of that eternity from Kurt Russell. Hopefully, but Kurt Russell's dead, so yeah. But, yeah, really good movie. Really good action, really good music, really good cast, really good acting. Enjoyed everything about this movie. Don't think it goes over the original too much, but is on par, but does action better than the original. Can't wait to see what else Marvel has for us this year, and just a forewarning, DC, better step it up. Not gonna try to start a fan war, just saying. But, yeah guys, great movie. Second favorite movie of 2017 so far with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And, yeah. But if y'all did enjoy and you want to see more, please leave your comments down below on if you liked or didn't like the movie. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat where we can talk about anything nerd related, video game or not, over that. And yeah, if you want to see the other movie reviews, there'll be a playlist link on the left or the right. Not sure where, but somewhere. And, yeah. But as always, guys, have a nice day. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, yo, 1996 was different. Lost big and shit we missing. We need it back, we need the tracks, we need the rap to bridge the gap that exists. Typical said he cursed too much. Well, I still got those CDs, FYI, FYE.